Folks from Ace Austin. This is Suji here, Suji from Mass Network. And Mass Network is building the Web 3.0 social. We're one of the first project out there for Web3 social, and we coined this terminology socialify. There's a lot of things happen in the Web3 social space, and I'd like to share our story and share how this can be the next big move for the Web3 social. When we think about the Web 2 to Web 3, how to migrate the billions of people, there's a lot of like challenge here, right? And Mass is also aiming to bridge the Web 2 and Web 3. The challenge we see in the past, first we see high cost of transfer all social connection and social graph to a new platform. No matter what kind of like traditional social space, you're actually quite reluctant to move more of the social data to another platform. And there's the tech difficulty, right? We all know there's hardcore solutions such as Tor, such as decentralized social space in a traditional sense. But it's really hardcore. It's really geeky. It's really hard to migrate, and it's always like sometimes even condemned by mainstream user. Why do you need to use so geeky software? We see Discord doing a great job on transforming these information in a new battleground. But how can the Web3 social achieve that? Um, here we proposed a new idea. We have this new idea since 2017 that instead of like transforming and migrating user from the Web 2 to the Web 3, how about that? Let's just empower them and upgrade them directly in the Web 2 platform. Just like the 90s example of Netscape Navigator v Windows. We're not asking the user to leave Windows, the monopoly operating system. We're asking them to say, hey, try install a browser, right? Install a browser, then you can enjoy the web, right? The web 1.0. And then you can have a lot of cool functionalities happen in the web. Gonna be the first. It'll be a great adventure ahead of you. So that's the same thing we want to tell our user. So after you have the mass network installed, no matter it's on a browser, on your mobile phone device, you're gonna have a lot of great Web3 features right on top of Web2 applications, such as Instagram, such as Facebook, such as Twitter, all these things. And you don't need Libra, certainly. You don't need or the solutions provided by the giants. You just need to have existing Web3 solutions empowered to you. How's that gonna work? And we're gonna use the over top technology, over top way to make this happen, right? So instead of like using everything in a new Twitter, new Facebook, you can actually stay on top of the current one. So here's a very short demonstration of how this could help. When the user install the mass network, they can do a lot of amazing things on the existing Web2 social networks, such as Twitter. Here's Suji, and we can do a lot of amazing things, including I can share all my Web3 features, my Web3 NFTs, um, and I can just search my friend by ENS and then figure out our CTO's best pull up and the best metaverse event he just joined recently, right? He joined 4, 5 actually metaverse event. I can also send him some money, right? I can do the lucky drop. I can send some DAI, some ETH. I can send like 0.1 ETH to him directly, or I can send some NFT. We can also have a lot of fun with the lucky drop, as mentioned, send money directly. So here's the Vitalik Buterin sending over the red pocket, uh, the campaign we did together with MakerDAO 2 years ago. Um, let's back to the topic. So how do we really do that? How do we really achieve that exactly, right? Massnet we're providing a decentralized layer of SDK, allowing user to program and run applets on mainstream Web2 platforms. So all the cool things you've seen, such as building something on top of Twitter, building something on top of Instagram, and the ENS, the Web3 integration, the Send Red Pocket, it's all provided by our SDK. we're providing this middleware so that people can build amazing things on top of Mask, and we are providing a next generation decentralized ID solution called Next ID that is compatible with all the existing ones, such as Ceramic, such as other DID discussed by the Web3 Consortium. We don't want to compete with any of them. We want to just say, hey, like we just try to say we provide a great infra to connect everything, and you can do a lot of things on top of Mask, right? So, for example, if you're a developer, you have this cool idea. Maybe we can do some donation. Maybe we can do some trading on top of Mask. Sure, we can do that, right? So, you already have Uniswap. You already have like Sushi Swap or the many other swaps on the DeFi space. No need to build them again. How about let's just achieve that? Hover your mouse over here and try to do some swap on here based on the DEX price, right? You can also buy from the existing fiat on ramp provider. Here we're using Transact as the fiat on ramp provider, so that's really cool. And you can actually do that with other sidechain layer two. This is just one of example. And with more and more application building on top of Mask, we're providing this great middleware that people can use other applications as their infra. For example, in social space, we're partnered with like R3, CyberConnect. We actually become strategic investor in all these projects. In the Web3 infra, where we're providing investment and strategic partnership with eSign, Mason Network, R Drive, which is a leading Rweave network gateway, and all these other cool projects. So the developer don't need to think too much. They just need to think about like, hey, what's the next cool thing I want to build? So if you can build amazing stuff on top of Twitter, Facebook, Instagram without asking the platform, and you're gonna have Web3 features, what's something you're gonna build, right? Maybe I'm gonna build an NFT swap on top of the Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, sure. We're providing access to the pseudo swap, swap kiwi, all these great functionalities. Maybe you want to launch a social token, so we are providing this thing called initial Twitter offering. Say, hey, you're a KOL, I want to launch a token. Yeah, definitely. We provide a smart contract template that you can actually launch a token directly on Twitter. You can trade on Twitter just like I demonstrated. And again, this is not providing only by Mask. It's providing by many existing Web3 giants, Web3 creators, and Web3 builders. We're providing them and put them together into something larger. 2021 August, actually almost 6 months ago, we announced the alliance called Social Fund Alliance with 16 other projects, including a leading two, and leading other projects such as Polygon, leading layer two, and leading decks such as Sushi, and there's many other leading projects, especially the community that behind a lot of developers, right? Gitcoin. So partner with them to announce the social fund alliance. Try to think what's the next thing after DeFi and NFT hype, right? We all know they are all creating a lot of um, volume. Everyone's talking about them. Millions of people are joining this movement. How can we bring these millions of people into billions of people, right? So I believe social is probably the next space, and we coin this terminology, socialify. Right, socialify is probably still in early days. There's no exact definition, but I think it's like how DeFi transformed the banks, how DeFi transformed traditional finance, how NFT transformed Hollywood. Socialify is how we transform Twitter and Facebook. Um, Again, it's all about developers, right? Without developers, without community, it's just gonna be another just software. A mass network issue our own coin, and we are providing that. We're providing the strategic grants. We're providing the DAO infrastructure, so everyone can build on top. Here's another example. Things like East Austin is definitely a developer event. I want to share everyone some great examples. So here, if you go to check out Mask, and you can see we have this D market, which is our daplet aggregator. Everyone can build a Web3 application on top of Twitter and Facebook and Instagram through Mask, right? So here's the existing ones are being integrated into Mask. And again, there's some other interesting stuff on the show. For example, I can disconnect my Instagram and then and refresh. I'm trying to connect to my Instagram directly on the web page. We're providing a universal DID infrastructure. So no matter what's the underlying one you're using, you might use Ceramic, you might use the Web3 consumption version of traditional DID, and it's all connected. Like again, then go to your profile. As we showed with the Twitter integration now, you have this Web3 NFTs on top of the Instagram. And then the next big thing maybe is directly swap with the Instagram creators. Maybe just sell your NFT on your Instagram page, right? So from that part, we'll not do our NFT marketplace, but we partner and integrating with all the existing ones. And we also got trying to create some cool stuff with the Kiwi Swap or Pseudo Swap that you can actually do peer-to-peer transactions and exchange, right? Uh, More than that, there's many other great examples. We achieve great functionalities. We help other people to build. One great example built by the same team last year is the Tweets NFT. Right, it's being built on top of Polygon and they also integrated on the Mass network. Centim is a quite a unique idea behind the Web2 social and Web3 social. They transform every tweet into an NFT and they successfully get Jack Dorsey endorsed to sell his first NFT on Twitter. So this is just an idea, and it's being done greatly with the Jack support, and it's being sold for $3 million. So maybe you have the next big idea. Feel free to build something on top of them and on top of us. Uh, Again, this is all these amazing ideas of the mass functionalities. You can see your DAO functionalities on top of Twitter. For example, for the people's DAO, right? For the constitutional DAO. Let's go there and constitutional. Go there and check out their DAO information. So we provided this infrastructure from the collaboration with Juicebox. So all this Web3 DAO gonna be attached and integrated to your daily social space. So you can see how what's going on with the style governance, someone's voting or not, right? Um, this is current integrations we've done with the Mass network. We've integrated all these major layer one and these wallets, and we're still upcoming. And there's many upcoming integration we're going to do. The Mass network and try to greatly integrate all these existing power boards and innovative infrastructures, and provide the leading infrastructure and leading middleware. Here's the industry recognition we received from the Vitalik Buterin sending the lucky job. MetaMask co-founder endorsed on our integration that we can actually one of the first extension to directly core the MetaMask extension, then the DEX integration, then the CoinMarketCap integration, many other amazing things coming as well. So summary is if you have a cool idea about mass network and the Web3 social, definitely come to us and come to check out our Gitcoin, come to check out our GitHub. It's all open source. We have a lot of bounty open. Bring your ideas here. No matter your ideas, like bring the next OnlyFan or build the next, send or turn every Instagram post into an NFT or do peer-to-peer marketplace. You can build your own smart contract, use our template. You can use our SDK in the middleware that eventually turn Twitter, turn Instagram, turn Facebook, turn all these major Web2 social giants into the social protocol that we're trying to build together. So that's the story of Mass Network. Um, Thanks for the great, amazing host. And here again, that's or the constituent DAOs on NFT. Right, they own a lot of NFT. I don't know why. So yeah, this is the story of Mass Network. Please go check mass.io and join our Telegram or Discord. Also follow our Twitter at Real Mass Network. Thank you. All right.